Do you ever feel like something is holding you back, but you can't quite put your finger on it? Like no matter how hard you push, no matter how many plans you make, life keeps slipping through your hands. You're tired of waking up the same, feeling stuck, watching opportunities pass by while the world moves forward without you. It's exhausting, isn't it? That weight on your chest, the frustration in your mind, the quiet voice whispering that maybe this is all you'll ever get. I see it, I know it. And here's the truth, nobody tells you. Everything you think is your limitation is only as strong as you let it be. Your mind, the very thing you've been blaming, is also the key. Right now, it holds the chains, but it can also break them. Imagine for a second a version of yourself where those chains shatter, where the doubts that claw at you every morning dissolve into clarity. That version isn't a fantasy. It isn't reserved for the lucky few. It's waiting for you to claim it. Every thought you have has been quietly shaping your life. Every worry, every fear, every story you tell yourself about why you can't, why you shouldn't, why it's too late. It's been scripting your reality. And the most dangerous part, you've been believing it without question. You've accepted limits that don't exist. The truth is, your mind doesn't know the difference between what's real and what you imagine. If you feed it fear, it grows fear. If you feed it hope, it grows hope. Every second you spend doubting, procrastinating, letting uncertainty control your choices, you are surrendering your power. But here's the shift. The moment you realize this, the moment you see that your thoughts are tools, not prisons, everything changes. You don't need permission. You don't need circumstances to align. You only need to take control of the one thing that's always been yours, your mindset. Think about how much of your life has been dictated by invisible rules, by mental scripts you didn't even write. How many times have you held back because you were afraid of failing, of looking foolish, of being rejected? How many dreams have you quietly buried because someone else said they were impossible? The irony is, the very things you fear most are exactly the things that will set you free if you face them. Fear is not your enemy, it's your signal. It's the compass pointing to what matters most, to where growth waits, to the edge of your comfort zone that you've been too scared to cross. And here's the promise, if you follow that signal, if you lean into it instead of turning away, you will find a strength inside you that surprises even yourself. The part of you that doubts is not your enemy. It's the spark of awareness, waiting to be transformed into action, into courage, into relentless momentum. Every second wasted worrying, overthinking, or playing small is a second you will never get back. The weight of regret grows quietly, unnoticed, until one day it's crushing. But it doesn't have to be that way. You have the power to rewrite the script. You have the ability to rewire the patterns that have held you captive for years. And the first step is simple yet profound. You must decide that today your mind works for you, not against you. No excuses, no waiting, no bargaining with fear. The moment you claim that, everything shifts. Your perspective changes, your energy changes, your life changes. It starts with one thought, one decision, one refusal to accept the limits you've been handed. This is not a promise of instant success. It's not a magic trick. It's the truth of transformation. When you take control of your mind, you take control of your life. When you stop letting old habits, old fears, and old stories dictate your choices, you unlock potential you didn't know existed. You stop being a passenger in your own life. You step into the driver's seat, fully aware, fully capable, fully alive. And that version of you, the one who faces the fear, who refuses to settle, who rises even when everything seems impossible, he or she is waiting right now inside you. All that's required is the courage to look within, to decide, and to move forward. Nothing else matters. Not the opinions, not the setbacks, not the circumstances. Only this, the choice to change your mind starting today. Every moment you hesitate is a moment you could be transforming. Every thought you challenge is a seed of freedom. Every action you take, no matter how small, is a declaration that you will no longer be held back. The path isn't easy. It isn't always comfortable, but it is yours. And the reward is beyond anything you've imagined. the life you were meant to live, the confidence you've always craved, the unstoppable force you can become when your mind aligns with your purpose. Stay with this feeling. Let it ignite a fire in your chest. Let it remind you that change is not tomorrow. It is right here, right now, and it starts with one simple, powerful decision. I control my mind, I control my life, and I begin today. Right now, everything feels heavy, doesn't it? Like the world is pressing down on your shoulders, and no matter how hard you try, you can't lift it. You see people moving forward, chasing dreams, living boldly, while you feel trapped, stuck in the same loop day after day. That frustration gnaws at you. It whispers that maybe you're not meant for more. But let me tell you something raw and undeniable. Those chains are illusions. They are stories you've been told, limits you've accepted, fears you've fed, and the moment you stop feeding them, they begin to dissolve. Right now, your life is a reflection of your inner dialogue. Every thought of doubt, every excuse, every hesitation has built walls around you, and yet every single wall you see is climbable. Every single fear you feel is conquerable. The only thing standing between you and what you truly want is the courage to push past the voice in your head that says you can't. Think about how much energy you waste waiting for conditions to be perfect, waiting for someone to give you permission, waiting for a sign that might never come. That wait is a trap. It keeps you small, it keeps you silent, it keeps your dreams buried beneath what ifs and might have beens. You have a choice: remain frozen in fear or step into action that shakes the foundations of everything you thought you knew about yourself. The most dangerous thing in life is not failure, it's inaction. Because inaction grows quietly. It becomes a habit, it becomes regret, and regret is heavier than any obstacle you will ever face. Every second you hesitate is a second your future self will look back on and wish you had claimed. You are capable of more than you allow yourself to believe. The spark inside you, the part that dreams, that fights, that refuses to settle, is alive. It's waiting for you to fan it into a flame so bright it burns away the doubt. That spark isn't polite. It doesn't ask for permission. It demands action. And if you listen, if you follow it, it will take you to places you've only imagined. Your mind is not a mirror of the world. It is the architect of it. The walls you see, the barriers, the limits, they are not real unless you let them be. Every belief you question, every fear you face, every risk you take chips away at the illusions holding you back. And once those illusions fall, nothing can stop you. Look closely at the life you've been living. How much of it is driven by habit, fear, or the approval of others? How much of it is truly yours? The moment you accept responsibility for every thought, every choice, every outcome, you reclaim power that has always been yours. The stakes are high, yes, but the rewards are monumental. Freedom, confidence, a life where you are not reacting to circumstances but creating them, where your potential is no longer a whisper but a roar, where every decision aligns with purpose, not hesitation. The path forward is never easy, but it is simple. Clarity of mind, intensity of focus, and unwavering commitment to act despite fear. Do not mistake comfort for safety. Comfort is the enemy of growth. Every time you choose ease over challenge, you feed the part of you that settles for less. Every time you choose courage, you feed the part that becomes unstoppable. Imagine the person you could be if you refuse to settle just once, then twice, then every day after. That person is not distant. They are here inside you, waiting for your permission to emerge. The choices you make right now, in this exact moment, will ripple through the rest of your life. Hesitate, and the opportunity fades. Act, and you ignite a force within yourself that nothing can extinguish. The world doesn't wait for the hesitant. Fortune favors those who act while others watch. Life responds to decisiveness, to relentless pursuit, to the refusal to accept limitation. You have the power to command your mind, to reshape your reality, to rise above every circumstance that has ever tried to hold you down. And it starts now, not tomorrow, not later, not when the timing feels right. Now, one thought, one choice, one action at a time. Feel the fire inside you, let it consume doubt, let it fuel courage, let it drive you past fear and into the life that has been waiting for you all along. The moment to begin is not coming. The moment is here, in your hands, in your mind, in your heart. Claim it, ignite it, become unstoppable. Every heartbeat is a signal. Every breath is a chance. Every moment you waste doubting yourself is a moment the world will not wait for. You have been living in a loop, repeating the same patterns, waiting for someone else to validate your worth, for circumstances to change, for the perfect moment to arrive, but the perfect moment doesn't exist. It is an illusion created by fear, by hesitation, by the part of your mind that wants to keep you small. The truth is, the only moment that matters is right now, right here, right this second. The life you crave, the impact you dream of, the strength you desire, all of it waits for you to step up, to claim it, to refuse to let fear dictate your path. You have felt it before, that quiet fire inside you that whispers, I am capable. You have ignored it, dismissed it, or convinced yourself it's too small to matter. But that fire is real, and every time you deny it, it shrinks. Not because it is weak, but because you are not feeding it. Courage is not something you are born with. It is a choice. It is the decision to act again and again, despite the fear, despite the risk, despite the uncertainty. And here's the edge. The longer you wait, the harder it becomes. Inaction compounds, regret grows, dreams slip further away until they feel impossible to reach. The clock does not pause. Life does not grant extensions. Every second you hesitate is a second you can never reclaim. Look at what you are holding on to, the doubts, the excuses, the stories that tell you why you can't. Tear them apart, expose them for what they are, illusions, nothing more than shadows cast by a mind that has yet to be challenged. Imagine the weight lifting from your shoulders, the clarity filling your mind, the energy surging through you as you decide. No longer will you be a prisoner of circumstance. No longer will you allow fear to define the limits of your life. The world does not owe you ease, it does not owe you permission, but it will respond to relentless action, to unwavering commitment, to the force of a mind that refuses to settle. Your potential is not a whisper. It is a storm waiting to break free. Every skill you have, every ounce of strength, every lesson learned has been preparing you for this moment, and the stakes are higher than ever. Settling is no longer an option. Watching others rise while you stand still is no longer tolerable. You feel the urgency now because deep down you know this is it, the moment to decide whether you continue as a shadow or step into the full force of your life. That tension in your chest, that restless energy in your mind, it is not weakness, it is opportunity knocking. And if you answer, if you act, you will never be the same again. You cannot afford to wait for confidence to arrive. You cannot afford to wait for motivation to strike. You must summon them from within. Every action you take, no matter how small, compounds. Every thought you challenge, every fear you confront, every step you take into discomfort builds momentum. Momentum that propels you past limits, past doubts, past the inertia that has held you back. And once it begins, there is no stopping it. The person you have been dreaming of, the fearless, unstoppable version of yourself, is not a future fantasy. They are inside you now, waiting for the spark of decision to ignite them. Feel the tension, feel the urgency, feel the possibility. Let it drive you beyond hesitation, beyond excuses, beyond fear. Life is not a rehearsal, it is happening, and it will not pause for indecision. Every second is an opportunity to move closer to the life you are capable of creating. Every thought, every choice, every action matters. The energy you carry right now, the fire in your chest, the refusal to settle, will shape the next hour, the next day, the next decade. This is the power of a mind unchained. This is the force of a person who refuses to be small. Stand in it, own it, let it push you past every limit you have ever known. Do not look back, do not hesitate. The time to rise, to act, to claim what is yours is now. The fire inside you is not just a flicker, it is a force, a pulse, a call to arms that cannot be ignored. Every doubt you have carried, every fear that has whispered stop, every moment you hesitated has led you here to the edge of what is possible. And now there is no turning back. You are stronger than the stories you've been told. You are more capable than the limits you've accepted. The question is no longer whether you can rise. It is whether you will refuse to settle for anything less than everything you are capable of becoming. Every heartbeat, every breath, every thought is a chance to take command of your life, to declare to the world and to yourself that you will no longer be passive. Look at the patterns that have controlled you, the habits that make life predictable, the comfort zones that feel safe but cage your potential, the endless comparisons that steal your confidence. They are all illusions, and each one can be dismantled the moment you decide they no longer define you. Action is your weapon, relentless, unyielding action. Not tomorrow, not when you feel ready, not when fear has loosened its grip, but right now. The tension in your chest, the fire in your mind, the restlessness that has driven you this far, they are signals that you are ready for more. That readiness is dangerous in the best way. Dangerous to the limits that have bound you. Dangerous to the version of you that accepts mediocrity. Dangerous to the life you have been told is all you deserve. And that danger is your greatest ally. Every second wasted is a second your potential waits in silence. Every thought you allow to go unchallenged is a thread tying you to yesterday's version of yourself. Break those threads, tear them down, replace doubt with determination, hesitation with courage, fear with the certainty that you will act, that you will rise, that you will not be denied. You have waited long enough for someone else to give you permission. Permission is a lie. You are the only one who can grant yourself access to the life that calls to you. The moment to act is not coming. It is already here, vibrating through your veins, screaming in your chest, demanding that you step into it or be left behind. Think of the life you have imagined, the freedom, the confidence, the impact you have longed for. It exists, but it will not wait for you to find comfort in fear. The stakes have never been higher because inaction has a price you can no longer afford to pay. Regret grows quietly, invisibly, until it feels insurmountable. The small compromises, the just this once decisions to stay in comfort, they accumulate, and suddenly the life you dreamed of seems unreachable. You cannot allow that to happen. You cannot. Your mind is the battlefield, and you are the commander. Every thought you take captive, every fear you confront, every choice you make shapes the war that decides whether you remain constrained or break free. The path is not easy. It will demand everything you have. It will push you to limits you have avoided, force you to face truths you have denied, and challenge the very core of who you are. And yet, it is simple in its essence. Act, decide, persist. Do not wait for motivation. Do not wait for clarity. Do not wait for conditions to feel right. They will never be perfect. Momentum is forged in the crucible of imperfection, in the heat of action, in the courage to take the first step when fear screams, stop. Each step forward compounds. Each challenge met strengthens you. Each moment you refuse to settle sharpens your focus, your resolve, and your power. Feel it coursing through you, the electricity of possibility, the tension of what is at stake, the fire of what you are capable of achieving. Do not squander it. Let it drive you past every excuse, every hesitation, every limitation. The world will not wait. Life does not pause. Opportunities pass, chances vanish, and moments slip through your fingers the longer you delay. But you, right here, right now, have the power to act, to transform, to become unstoppable. Your mind, your choices, your courage, they are the weapons that will carve the life you have imagined from the chaos of uncertainty. Stand in that power, own it, move forward relentlessly, unapologetically. The time is now. There is no other moment. The life waiting for you will not wait forever. Claim it. Every barrier you see, every obstacle in your path, every limit you've accepted is nothing more than a shadow of your own making. They are not real except for the power you give them. And you have given them too much power for too long. The life you crave is not out of reach. It has always been waiting for the moment you decide to seize it. Right now, that moment is here. Feel the tension in your chest. That fire, that surge of possibility coursing through your veins. It is calling you to act. Every second you hesitate, every thought you doubt, every excuse you cling to is a chain keeping you from the greatness you were born to achieve. You cannot afford it. You cannot waste another moment pretending that comfort is safety, that fear is reason, that waiting is strategy. Look at the path behind you. How many times have you chosen what felt safe over what felt necessary? How many times have you silenced that inner voice that screamed for more, settling for mediocrity instead of demanding your potential? The weight of those choices is not in the past. It is in the tension you feel right now, the urgency pressing on you because deep down you know the life you are capable of is slipping if you do not act. And this is why you must act, not eventually, not when it feels right, not when you feel ready. Now, the fire will not wait, your mind will not wait. Your future self is standing at the edge of possibility, holding the life you deserve, and it will not hold it forever. You have strength you have never tested, courage you have never summoned, power you have never claimed. All of it lies dormant until you make the decision to use it. Every fear you confront, every doubt you challenge, every step you take into discomfort becomes a building block of a life beyond what you have imagined. Comfort has been your cage, fear has been your leash. And now you are breaking free. The energy in your chest, the tension in your mind, the fire in your veins, they are not accidents, they are signals, they are alarms telling you the time has come. The world will continue, indifferent to hesitation. Opportunities will pass, chances will vanish. And every second you do not act is a second you cannot reclaim. Do not wait for certainty. Do not wait for motivation. They are illusions, distractions meant to keep you still. Action creates momentum. Action births courage. Action is the only thing that turns possibility into reality. Every decision, no matter how small, compounds. Every step forward, no matter how uncomfortable, shapes the life you have been avoiding because fear told you it was impossible. But it is not impossible. The only limits are the ones you accept. The only chains are the ones you refuse to break. And breaking them begins with a choice to move, to act, to rise. Feel the stakes. They are higher than ever. Inaction has a cost that is invisible until it is too late. Regret is heavier than failure. Settling is more destructive than risk. Every moment you spend hesitating, the life you dream of fades further from your grasp. And yet, right here, right now, the power to claim it is in your hands. You have waited for the world to give you permission. It will not. You have waited for conditions to align. They never will. You are the permission. You are the conditions. You are the force that will shape your reality. Step into it. Do not look back. Do not waver. Every ounce of energy, every pulse of courage, every flicker of fire you feel is your signal. Follow it relentlessly. Transform doubt into determination. Transform fear into action. Transform hesitation into momentum. The life you have imagined, the version of yourself that refuses to settle, that rises above, that commands every opportunity, it is here, waiting for your decision, waiting for your commitment, waiting for the moment you say with every fiber of your being, I will not be small, I will not wait, I will rise. And once you make that decision, nothing will ever be able to stop you. The fire inside you is relentless, and it will not be ignored. Every second you hesitate, every thought that doubts your power, every excuse you cling to is a weight you no longer need to carry. You have been living small, holding back, shrinking in the face of life's demands. But the truth is brutal and beautiful. Nothing outside you has the power to stop your rise. The only limits are the ones you accept. The only chains are the ones you refuse to break. And every moment you wait is a moment stolen from the person you are meant to become. The life you crave, the confidence you dream of, the unstoppable force waiting inside you, it is here, right now, waiting for you to reach, to act, to claim it. Feel the tension in your chest, that energy, that restlessness. It is your inner power awakening. It is the voice you have ignored for too long. It is telling you that comfort is not safety, that fear is not protection, that hesitation is not wisdom. Every second you delay is a betrayal to your potential, and the stakes have never been higher. Regret is real. Settling is a slow death. Every dream you bury, every opportunity you ignore, every thought of I can't compounds into a life you will regret. But it does not have to be this way. The moment you seize your power, everything shifts. Your mind becomes a weapon, your choices become tools, and your actions carve the life you are capable of. Look at the person you have been, the one who has tolerated limits, who has accepted fear as reality, who has allowed comfort to cage them. That version is not weak, it is untested. And now it is time to test it. Now it is time to prove that courage is stronger than doubt, that determination is louder than fear, that action will always overpower hesitation. Every step forward, no matter how small, is a victory. Every challenge you face, every risk you take, every fear you confront builds momentum that cannot be stopped. You are not waiting for motivation to strike. You are creating it. You are generating the force that will propel you past every obstacle, past every shadow, past every limit. The life you have imagined is not a distant dream. It is closer than you realize. The freedom, the power, the impact, the confidence, they exist inside you now. They are dormant only because you have not awakened them. And this is the urgency. The longer you delay, the harder it becomes. The world does not pause for hesitation. Opportunities pass, moments vanish, time never waits. And the second you refuse to act, the second you allow fear to dictate, that life slips further from your reach. But the moment you move, the moment you commit, everything changes. Your mind sharpens, your energy surges, your potential ignites. You become unstoppable. Do not look for permission. Do not wait for certainty. They will not come. The power is yours. The choice is yours. The responsibility is yours. Every fear you face, every doubt you crush, every action you take shapes your reality. Every heartbeat is a signal. Every breath is a chance. Every thought is a decision. You are the architect of your life. The stakes are infinite because your potential is limitless. And the time to act is now, not tomorrow, not later, not when it feels safe, now.